It's beer time with Beer Man.
How's it going, everyone? Hope you're doing good today. Kind of messed with my background a little bit. We got Beer Native in the house. Thank you so much for your support and for being here, man. Let me get my phone goes crazy all the time. Thank you so much, Beer Native. Cheers, man. I'm glad you're excited. I am too. I am going over this again a second time, so we'll see. We'll see how much the recipe I made for this is a little different than the first one I did. So, but yeah, so let's go. Let's see where my volume is real quick. Get this up a little more. Okay, so first of all, some information regarding this awesome beer. I'm going to kind of bring it up with you here. Okay, so some style profile characteristics of the White IPA. It is definitely different in the sense that the malts are different. You're using Pilsner half Pilsner, half Belgian Pilsner, and half wheat, torrefied wheat for the most part. Let's just say wheat. For a Weiss beer, a wit beer. Wit, let's call it. Wit being white. Where the actual specialty Belgian IPA, these are all specialties, by the way. The Belgian ones are using more, I imagine, more on the side of Pilsner and barley and stuff like that. So get that nice brown Dubel look, Tripel, this, that, whatever. So we're going to do a white IPA. And I did want to distinguish that because on Multi Mondays we had, it was actually Belgian IPA. And I guess they do call them Belgian IPAs because of the yeast that they're using. It does have that coriander kind of orange peel kind of feel, even some clove and banana, this, that. But a little history of this would be the White IPA is basically a marriage of two distinct beer styles. The American IPA with its high hop character and the wheat-based Belgian wit with its refreshing and spicy presence. I have one from Deschutes and one from New Belgium Brewing that I'm going to do. The Accumulation by New Belgium and what the hell is it called? Chainbreaker by Deschutes. Let me get up with you guys real quick. Everything's confusing today. Hey, Big Houston, what's up, man? Cheers, man. Cheers, Urbex. Thanks for being here, man. Thank you. All right, so let's go back to this. I'm working with stuff here, man. Yeah, so that's about it. It's just the history of it is mixing. It's a specialty beer. They mix a wheat beer with an American IPA. They put in a Belgian yeast, and it causes kind of that funky, footy, Belgian-like quality that you're looking for into a wheat beer. So you're basically making a wheat beer as your base. Well, yeah, for the most part. And then you're kind of mix, and then you're adding. You want to add probably more on the lines of maybe an American. You can add American hops. You can add the spicy hops, the spicier like Noble style, European style hops as well. Because it is a mix, and being that it's a specialty, you can kind of do somewhat of what you kind of want to do as long as you're within profile. But I mean, you got your Belgian IPA, your black IPA, your brown IPA, your red IPA, and your rye IPA, as well as your white IPA. So they're all specialties. They're all specialty IPAs. The two that are the most distinct as far as Belgian goes would be the Belgian IPA and the white IPA. So to some extent, they are the same. Character-wise, they're different. Often a hazy with a color ranging across the golden spectrum from deep to pale, usually presents a moderate to large, long-lasting white head of dense bubbles. If we go in, we can kind of look at this. You can see the vital stats, IBUs, 40 to 70 IBUs. So it's a lot of the same lines as like an American IPA, really. 5.5% to 7%. SRM is fairly a lighter white-like look. I did have to add a little touch of darker malts to kind of add some color to it, but not enough to impart any kind of flavor. The glassware serving, the serving temps and stuff is IPA glass would be a good one to use. I'm using some muffin top glasses, 45 to 57 degrees, they say. Some good food pairings would be cheese enchiladas, avocados, chicken fajitas, and blue cheese. That sounds interesting. The BUGU for the balance as far as where you want to, the fine line of the hops and the malt and trying to balance it just perfectly. The mid-range and the main range is around 0.84. 0.1 you're looking at for like American IPAs, but they kind of went down just a bit. I don't know. It's just the way it is, but it's what I found anyway. And some examples shown here. Allagash's white UFO. And then the one from Japan, I've had one of their reds actually. It was a red rice, red ale or something. It was really good. So yeah, just a few. And then I have, of course, Chainbreaker by Deschutes and New Belgium's accumulation. So, okay. So, should I do let's go over some more. Aroma. We went through that. Mouthfeel, medium to medium high carbonation in a medium light body. Little to no astringency, with highly spiced examples exhibiting a higher astringency, but it should never be distract. You're looking for, in aromas, you're looking citrus, tropical, stone fruit, and you can that are basically coming from the American and or New World varieties of hops. You're going to get low clove-like phenolics, which is acceptable. You might get a little banana, citrus, apricot, and that's all from the yeast. The coriander as well in there, a little herbal, spicy, lemon-like citrus going on, kind of a pepper. You're going to get in the taste light, bready malt flavors with moderate to high fruity esters. Grapefruit and orange are common, as is stone fruit. I had forgot that was up. I'm sorry. Hop bitterness is high with hop flavors in the mid-high to mid-low range. Coriander and orange peel flavors are also acceptable, and the finish is dry and refreshing. All information from BJCP style guidelines from 2015. Yeah, so let's go back. I was not showing you that, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Let's go to the pour area so I can pour this beer and try out the first one. I'm going to do the Chainbreaker first because it's kind of more representable of the style. The other one is a little more on the maltier. I almost want to say it even has some like barley in there, so it's just a little different tasting. Maybe it's the way they did the hops. I don't know. But let me get back with you guys. Cheers, Urbex. Hell yeah. From Germany. We got shout out everyone. That girl, what's up? How you doing? Sending support. Hell yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hello, Big Houston. Hell yeah. All right. So let's get into this. All right, cool. So I got my muffin top. We're going to pour this beer. I can't figure out why. I don't know. I didn't want to set the green screen, so you're seeing green screen behind me, just because you can't see the beer very well. So green screen doesn't work well. It's like a see-through beer. So this is Chainbreaker White IPA by Deschutes. You You can also see it in a big view there. And you can see it's 45 IBUs, 5.6%. I don't know. Let's see. 8/4/20 is when this was packaged, so it's a little on the older side, but that's all right. Let's go ahead and pour it. So we have a nice lemon-looking color beer here. Nice hay-colored, nice white, frothy, super white head with some black stuff in there. Blake, what's up, man? Cheers, dude. Okay, I'm geeking on your screen and screen. Cheers, man, and everyone. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm trying not to get. I gotta be prepared more. I think this is the problem. I tried to hurry things in, so bear with my green screen crap, please. But it's you can see. I'm gonna bring it up. You can see me here too. Totally different color in my green screen light. White head though. The retention's very nice and fluffy, or a nice fluffy kind of head. Retention's really nice. It's holding its place. It's got a medium fast rising bubble. It's got some effervescence in there. It is hazy, probably from the flaked wheat or oats or whatever they're putting in to kind of haze it up, possibly even dry hopping, which I think Deschutes, they do dry hop this. So there's probably some chill haze going on. There is some streaming going up. You can kind of see it going up the sides. Pretty effervescent, though, for the most part. Cheers. Let's drink this. Right away, you get the coriander, the herbal coriander, a little bit of orange peel in there. You get kind of almost even somewhat of not Belgian candy in this. Kind of just a candy, like a candied feel. A sweet lemon candy or something. Like a lemon head or something. Without the sour, though. Like right when you're getting past the sour into the sweet of a lemon head, right when it's right before it gets sweet and candy-like. It's really nice. Lemon, yeah, herbal, herbaceous, clean, crisp mouthfeel. The body is nice and a light body. Kind of a powdery, dry finish in the back there. Medium finish. No alcohol, no booziness. Very crushable. Very nice beer. I'm getting used to this one. It took a while, but yeah, it's really not a bad beer. Not a bad beer. Get some more drink on this. Has a little bit of like a medium carbonation. Nice lacing going on. Wheat malt really puts a lot of good head retention and body and feel to it. Nice lacing goes on with the wheat and stuff. I like it. Out of 100, I'd probably do about, I don't know what I gave this at Multi Monday, but I think I'm going to go actually with around a 92 on this. I might have even said 95, to be honest, but a 92 for sure. Hey, Dickie, what's up, man? Dickie's Beer Reviews. Cheers, man. Thank you for being here, my friend. Thank you. All right. Cool. Little more pictures, a little picture thing of that again. Okay. So, I'm back. How's it going? Let's look at the recipe, and we'll go over that. I kind of already did it. I should probably do a recipe with you guys. You guys can yell out what you want in the chat, and I'll put it up. No. Let's oh, no problem, Dickie, man. No problem at all, man. Hell yeah, that's good to know. I don't know. It's you and then there's Ronald, Theriot, and Wildcard Wednesday at like 7:30. So I'll try and do my best to like at least pop in and say hey. Nice. That's cool. So a little look at the White IPA recipe that I did. This is a bit different than the other one. It's the grain bill is, as you see here, is 12 pounds torrefied wheat, 12 pounds Belgian Pilsner. Torrefied wheat is basically cooked wheat, kind of like they do with barley, to crack it open and and to allow you, you don't have to add rice hulls when you're using torrefied wheat and stuff. So I went ahead with torrefied. If you were to go with unmalted wheat, you would have to do a decoction or a step mash that a couple times to kind of break down the get all the enzymes that you want and everything else that you're looking for conversion. So you get your sugars. 12 pounds of Belgian Pilsner if you can find it. 1.25 pounds of flaked oats. Thought I'd add some oats. And 0.75 pounds of Munich malt. You want to keep that under 5%. And a quarter pound of brown malt just for color. I could have used other things, but I figured brown malt would work. And it really only didn't give it that much color. 2.75 ounces of Centennial at 10% alphas. 60-minute boil. You want to put it at 60 minutes. And this is also going to be a 60-minute boil, not a 90 or anything like that. 1.5 ounces of Sterling of 7.5% alpha at 10 minutes before the end of the boil. 3.25 ounces of Cascade, 5.5% at Whirlpool, 175 degrees for 25 minutes. And that'll give it a lot of flavor, aromatics, and heats it up just enough to give it just the extra added flavor that you're looking for to pull out those oils that you need for the flavor and aromas. 3.25 because it was a 5.5% alpha, so I had to add a lot in order to bring that up. But that's cool. It's an experiment. Everything's an experiment here. 1.5 ounces of Cascade, dry hopping that for 7 days. I figured I'd go with the Cascade, kind of a citrus forward hop. Mixing that with the coriander is such a nice little treat. Miscellaneous stuff is 1 ounce of cracked coriander seed. About 3/4 of an ounce is what you should start at to be safe, because it can make your beer really bad if you put too much. 1 ounce of bitter orange peel, not sweet orange peel. 2 packages. I went with Y yeast 3944, which is a Belgian wit beer yeast. So yeah, should work. I hope. We'll see. Let me get with you guys real quick. Wait, I'm showing everything's showing up. Ay. Confusing, dude. I tell you. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to do this. So here is BeerSmith, and all the links that you want to find are in my description. If you want to download this program, it's a very great, very excellent program, and I believe they even have an app for your phone or tablet as well. So I'll start a new one here. I hope you guys can see me in there too. Yeah, you can see me. Okay. Not that you want to. Cheers, man. Cheers, everyone. And happy Thanksgiving. All right. So we will call this one Lemon Haze. And Beer Man. Go to my 10-gallon batch. Go down here. Just follow my cursor, if you will. Hey, I could see it. It's cool. I love the green screen. This is fun. I also need to make sure I select White IPA. And they actually have White IPA and they have Belgian IPA in BeerSmith. So you can see it's all based on the malt. The grain bill is what separates them, but they are both considered Belgian style specialty IPAs for the most part. So, all right. So we're gonna add 12 pounds of torrefied wheat. So I don't have to do a decoction or a step mash. And I'm not gonna add any rice hulls for this. Where are we going here? Wheat. 12 pound. Now we're going to do 12 pounds of Belgian Pilsner. Belgian. Half and half, 50%, 50%. That's what you want. You want wheat and you want Pilsner as your base. You don't have to add any more. I could actually keep it right there and go 6.2%. No problem. But, you know, I have to always make things hard. It's always better to make your grain bill, your beer as easy as possible. But this is an experiment, remember? Okay, so we're going to do 1.25 pounds of flaked oats. So oats flaked, 1.25. And we're going to go 0.75, keeping it about 3.7% or so of the grain bill. 0.75 of Munich for a little bit of red and biscuit, I think, colors. I think it's kind of a toasted flavor. I can tell you right now. I'm just going to stick with Munich malt, period, from Germany. And we're going to do 0.75. And to tell you that answer, malty sweet flavor characteristic and adds a reddish amber color to the beer. Okay, there you go. Malty and sweet. 4 ounces of brown malt, just for color. Just for color. Some might argue with that, but you can see right here it says imparts a dry biscuit flavor, which we won't get, used in nut brown ales, porters, and some Belgian ales. So I figured, hey, it's some Belgian ales, let's use it. So we're going to do 4 ounces, 0.25. Okay, that's the grain bill right there. There's your grist. Now we're going to go to hops. And this is a lot like an IPA to some extent, an American IPA at that. 2.75 ounces of, it's a 10-gallon batch, by the way. 2.75 ounces of Centennial. It does everything for you. I absolutely love this program. 1.5 ounces of Sterling. It's a US, 7.5%. If the alphas are different, please arrange your bitterness unit, gravity unit according to that. But this is 7.5 here, and we're going to go 1.5 ounces at 10, did I say 10? 10 minutes. Okay, now we're going to get into the steep and Whirlpool hops. We're going to go Cascade. And we're going to do a lot because it's low alphas. 3.25. All for flavor. All for flavor. And a little bit of aromas flavors, let's say. And we're going to do 25 minutes at 175 degrees. So you'll lower the temperature. You'll put it through your Whirlpool towards the end, right before you pitch or go into cooling it down and pitching your yeast. So there's that. And then we're going to add also a dry hop of Cascade. And that's going to be 1.5 ounces. So I went a little lower on that. Dry hop for 7 days. Okay. Now we're going to add the miscellaneous stuff. We're going to add the bitter, or let's see, where's orange? Orange peel bitter. We're going to go 0.75 ounces. And we're going to add, and this is the base. You can add more if you have to. And what's the other shit that I got to add? Oh, yeah, coriander. And you want to crack your coriander. You want to crush it. Crack your coriander. Just open it barely. Kind of like you do your barley. Where is coriander, for crying out loud? Crack that whip. Okay, so now we're going to get to the yeast. It's almost like writing a poem, you know? Belgian wheat beer. Where are you? There we go. My white yeast, 3944. And we're going to add 2. I'm probably just going to do a starter with that. But we'll probably only need 1 pack when doing a starter. But since it's 10 gallons, I'll just do 2 packages or whatever the hell. And white yeast has the nutrient, all the stuff you're looking for. It has a little package inside that breaks open and goes in and kind of helps out the yeast and gets it going. So that's why I like white yeast. But the smack packs, yeah. So what we have here is original of 1.069 on our original gravity. If everything goes well, we have 72.3% efficiency. And I said it was 0.84. We're at 0.842 on the bitterness unit, gravity unit balance, let's say. The bitterness of this is 57.8 IBUs. 40 to 70 is the range, so it's about mid-range. Color of 5.6 SRMs. We have 5 to 8. I barely hit it. I didn't want to add too much chocolate because it would impart too much chocolate, the flavors that chocolate gives it, which you don't want. 6.9% is what I've gotten as the established ABV. You can go from 5.5 to 7, so we went at the high end. So that's that. All right, I'm back. How's it going? Hey, JV, what's up, Jeremy? Cheers, man. It's like a mad beer scientist, right? Yeah. Oh, shit. No, you guys rock, man. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Thank you so much for being here, man. Blake is cool, man. Oh, you guys are cool, man. I'm blurry. Come on. Oh, you suck. Give me a high five, man. Give me a high five. All right. So this is little look at that again, though. Yeah. That's what we covered today. That's the recipe that I just did. I'm really looking forward to this when I make it. I can't wait. Little news update on my brewery is I am in the process of hiring a plumber. I had to get someone clean out the crawl space of our house before any plumber would go under it. We bought a lemon house, kind of. But that's okay because we're gonna fix it up. But we have to get that fixed before they'll go under. So that's an added cost. And then I'm gonna hire a plumber to put the sink and the drain in, and then electricians are coming in to do some work. And then after that, it's all me, construction and decoration and brewing beer. So a little note on that. But yeah, so it should work out. I hope soon. Then we'll be able to brew this beer. That was my whole point of saying what I said. I want to be able to brew these beers, you know? I don't want to just sit here and make beer recipes all day, every week, you know? I want to make them. Oh, wow, Jeremy, man. You are rocking, man. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that so much. That's very nice of you. Hell yeah, dude. High five. Hell yeah, dude. Well, cool. I'm gonna drink this down, man. Let's slam this sucker. Let's get into this one. Let's go in the center. Oh yeah. That got all over me, man. All right. Let's get another beer review, man. Let's get another beer review. What do you say? This is a very good beer. Oh, that green screen's dumb, dude. It doesn't work very good with my other software. It works better on StreamYard. So this was a high five. Hell yeah, dude. See, look at that. Stupid thing. All right, so yeah, so this is the Accumulation by New Belgium. A very good beer, 6.2%, I believe, and it is a white IPA. Yeah, 6.2%. These guys are out of Fort Collins and Colorado and Asheville, North Carolina. I'm very familiar with Asheville, North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina. Fun ass place, man. Dan the man, what's up, man? Cheers, bro. Hell yeah, man. Well, cool. So let's do this. How old is this sucker? Oh, they put the drink by date on here. So March 28th. Holy crap, man. This is actually fairly new. So a lot of them do like 6 months out. It should only be 3 months, to be honest. It should only be a month. But that's how it is. So I got macro ones today. These are all kind of macro slash macro, we'll say, but still craft beer. Just in a bigger way of putting it, doing it. This is very white. Holy moly. So, we got a lemon-colored beer, but it is white and my light. And there you can kind of see. It's hard. So it's very effervescent, It's got a white, almost like a vinny look to it, like a white grape look or white grape juice. A little more yellow though, a little more hay colored. Very effervescent beer, white, super white head, very wheat forward looking head. Very nice. See, it's very clear, very, very transparent. You can see through this. A little bit of a haze, but more of a dullness. But boy, is that effervescent. Happy Thanksgiving, Dan. Cheers, man. Cheers, bro. Yeah, so nice lemon-looking beer, I guess, if you want to put it that way. Head's nice and white. Let's go in for the smell. Let's go smell this sucker up. See, this has I don't know how to explain it. It's more hoppy. It's more, I guess it's just more resinous hoppiness is coming through. Almost like they dry hop this, did more flavor forward on this than a bitter. Excuse me. Oh, I had some peppermint CBD oil earlier and that came up. That was awesome. God, I mean, we were smelling it. I forgot. I get sidetracked sometimes. Very herbal and like earthy, like the only one I can really remember as being an earthy hop, it always comes to mind is like sterling hops. It's very kind of sterling, or like it has kind of almost even a slight earthy like cocoa in it. It's weird. It has like a grainy cereal smell to it. Very citrus forward, a little floral going on. Not getting coriander or orange or anything like that. All right, let's go for the drink. Cheers, guys. It's smoother. It's got an elevated. It's a pretty fast carbonation, but it smooths out pretty quick. It really it has a nice mouthfeel. You're getting a Pilsner. The crackers coming through on this. Cracker malt, wheat malt, a little bit of oats coming out. The mouthfeel, the body's different. It's more of like it's a light body. It's not different in body, but in mouthfeel, it's different. It's got kind of a smooth, kind of a relaxing feel to it. It rolls through the mouth with a nice earthy feel. It's not super coriander or herbaceous. It's not orange forward. It is citrusy though, and I believe a lot of that's coming from the hops itself. The malts seem to play their part though. It's got that Pilsner cracker. It's got the wheat. It's got the color I'm looking for. Maybe a slight herbaceous kind of coriander thing coming out. Other than that, a nice dry finish. Not like a brute IPA, but more of just a nice dry finish. Very well-rounded beer. It's very well-balanced. Very good beer. One of my favorites. So it's going to get a high score. Out of 100, I mean, I give this at least a 95. I mean, it really is something I would always go to if they made it year round. It is seasonal, so very good beer though. Hell yeah. If you haven't had this already, please try it. Very drinkable beer. And it's super crushable. 6.2 is kind of pushing the crushable thing, but man, it is really good, man. It is really good. Let's get into this one. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of it. We're at 35 minutes. It's cool. I can sit here and chill with you guys, man, for a little bit. We'll do some shout outs, drink this beer down, drink my other beer down. Got two of them here. Jeez, and double fisting it, y'all. Oh my God. That was very nice of you, Jeremy, man. Thank you, bro. You guys rock, man. Thank you so much for your support. Really, like, it helps a lot. Sometimes this can get, it gets a little boring sometimes, I know. But it's, you learn if you want to learn. And I think the main reason I do this, though, is, well, so I'll have a library to go on and, brew some beer. But the main reason that I want to do this is to share, of course, education, allow people to, it even educates myself, because I have to look up everything here. I go and I spend like 2 or 3 hours researching everything I have to, online, in books, whatever I got to do, asking people, whatever. And all week, even with Multi Mondays, I had Belgian IPAs. So all week it's been kind of a Belgian IPA kind of mode. So I've really learned a lot about these, and a lot of it's for education. All of it is for the most part. But also it allows you to have a library of people can go and look at my shows and then be like, and get a visual of what it's all about. Oh, okay. That's what you do. Oh, okay. Oh, that's what, okay. And there's links in my description, so you can go to that and check it out. Hands-on, you can go right there where I went and study it yourself. So I hope that this provides some kind of base for people that are starting out, and for those that are even advanced. Maybe they haven't brewed a Belgian IPA in a long time, a white IPA. So they're like, shit, dude, this guy has a freaking YouTube video up. I'm going to see what he has to say. It's all coming from educated sources. They're all coming from they're authors, but they're brewers also. And they've brewed professionally. They know what they're talking about. They're not stupid. They all have different ideas though too, and it's crazy how BJCP really, 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 really says different things than a lot of these other sites say, but they all kind of stay within the same kind of thing. If you're going to go into a contest, you would definitely want to stick to the style that BJCP is saying. Again, that was updated in 2016, so it might be due for an update, but I'm pretty sure we're still on the same thing. It's not like technology where you have to get a cell phone every 2 months. These recipes are they're there. They are what they are. That's how you make them, unless someone does something different. But this is a specialty IPA, so it does have room for experimentation. That's just how I see it, how I look at it. But yeah. It's fun. I really love beer. It's one of my favorite topics besides cannabis. It's one of my favorite topics. Let's say along with cannabis. I love cannabis too, but I just love beer. I love all the styles that I can possibly think of. I love Multi Mondays. Bumpy puts on a great show because we get to learn about every style every week. Someone that doesn't even know anything about beer now knows about a white IPA or a Belgian IPA or whatever the hell it is that we're going over. And then you get Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Here's some shout outs. Tuesday, 8 o'clock Eastern. Beer and Cheese Tuesday. Bring what you want. You get Beer and Cheese Tuesday that I put on. And it allows you to kind of see what beers go with certain cheeses. No, but it's nice. It's nice to be able to see that wine isn't the only thing that goes with cheese. So if you want to see how people, and we do research, or we don't. Some of us choose not to, just to see if a cheese will go with that beer. And it's always so exciting to kind of see the outcome of it all. And so 8 o'clock Eastern on that, and then Wednesday I do this at 6 o'clock Eastern. And next week, I don't know what it'll be. It's always kind of in the open. But I'll see you hopefully next week. And, of course, there's multi-Mondays at 8 o'clock Eastern. And then Tuesday and then Wednesday, I'm going to be going to Ronald Theriot's show for Wildcard Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. today. So follow me there. I'll share that out on my community tab. And I can't breathe because the carbonation's kicking my ass. Hey, Crab, man, what's up, Brandon? Happy Thanksgiving. Brandon and Trish, happy Thanksgiving. Oh, yeah, much love, man. Hell yeah, thank you, bro. So, yeah, Wildcard Wednesday. And then we have Beer Chugs is tonight as well at 9 o'clock Eastern. What time is it at? Yeah, 9 o'clock Eastern. I get confused because I'm Pacific. 6 o'clock my time with the ABV. Check that out. And, Keep Sippin' has, I don't know, did you do it? I don't know if she did it today or not. I haven't been really in tune with things today. So, but she has Wednesdays, which I need to actually, that's something I need to go, I need to get into that. I do like wine, man. I do like wine. And if I do open a shop, I'm going to sell wine kits and stuff like that. I've never made wine. I'd love to do that. So that's, Brandon, tell us the time on that, if you don't mind. If you're still here, what's the time for that? That would be great. Also, Thursday, I don't really participate with too much. But I know Craft Beer Pours does you guys are on pretty random, like I think Thursdays and Fridays you're there. And then Blake TV goes on right after Alex the Beer Master's Food Friday, which is at 8 o'clock. So at around 9 o'clock Eastern, Blake's pops on and sometimes Craft Beer Pours. So follow all these people, great community of beer people. And also please follow the others in my chat that are also superb people that have their channels. Very good to have you here and be part of this. I know everyone for the most part loves beer. And John and Nilly's Stout Sunday also has that thing going on. So at 10:30 Eastern. So follow that. I'm 7:30 in the morning, man. I'm not gonna, unless it's like some kind of like mode I was in, like, hey, I'm ready to drink a stout at 7:30 in the morning. But yeah, don't forget that. Anyway, forgot what I was talking about, but that's okay. Just going on a tangent. 43 minutes. I'm gonna drink this beer down with you guys and chill. We be live at 8 for happy hour. Nice. That's right. Hell yeah, dude. Milk Higgin. Mike, what's up, man? How you doing? Harsh liquor ought to go through a slow, harsh death. No mercy. Cheers, Brandon the Mayon. Gotcha. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Michael, man. Mike, you do some great reviews too. You're a great dude. You're a friendly dude. I like hanging out with you. That was good being on live with you on Facebook there the last week, man. That was fun. I'll have to do that a little more often. Yeah, I like you, brother. Like everyone here, man. Thank you. I'm gonna drink this down. We got some time. When I run out of things to do, we'll end this show. Sorry. So you can see I write down everything. I write down my stuff. I'm giving you a little bit of my magic show here. Write it down. So you guys are wondering, how does he remember? How does he remember this in his head? It's written down, homie. Nah, hey, man. No, it's cool. I do a lot of research, though, and it's fun. It's fun to learn. I am actually I became part of the Cicerone program a year ago, but I didn't do anything with it until this week. So I'll probably be taking the first test out of 4 to be a Cicerone, hopefully to become a master Cicerone in time. Takes about, I think, 3 to 5 years. It depends on how fast you want to move and learn. So I can tell you right now, I did a couple of the preliminary quizzes that they give you, and I didn't do too bad. And a lot of that is attributed to Malty Mondays, Beer and Cheese, and just doing a lot of these shows. Ron Theriot's show, even learning on what the ABV. I love going there and learning what certain IBUs are of certain or ABVs are of certain beers, styles and stuff like that. So it's really exciting, and you learn so much. And these quizzes, it was like whoa, dude, all this shit just came to my mind. So the more you get into beer. Another good reviewer. I can't forget you, Brandon. You are a great reviewer as well. Really like watching your reviews. So hell yeah, dude. But this is it's just fun. It's fun to learn about beer. I have a passion and a drive for it in my life. It was a calling 15 years ago, and it's just either it's me brewing beer. Well, I've probably only brewed about 5 years out of the 15 years. Drank about 15 out of the 15 years, and in about 2 or 3 years now, actually pushing 3 years on YouTube. So it's been real fun. Nice. Trying to send some super chats like to you, bro. Oh, nice, dude. IBU matters way more than the ABV. Yeah, well, you wanna balance it, definitely. IBUs have everything to do. The balance has everything to do with the IBUs, or with the hops and the malts. So you want that perfect balance per style, though. You got an IPA, you want to have that balance. They have certain numbers that you go by, or certain ratios for every style, and you don't have to stick in that what it says. You can go off it a little bit, but you want to have almost look like I'm doing karate. Cha 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 cha. No, but you can go off it a little bit, but you want to stay within that kind of realm. So yeah, IBUs, bitterness units, they all matter. Bitterness and the malts you have, the sweetness, the sugars you have. You want to balance them out with your hops and create a nice BUG for that. So yeah, for sure. I just wanted to make sure we were talking about. Yeah, we're talking about Belgian IPAs. Oh boy, this is very cracker forward. Very cracker forward. I feel like unsalted saltines. Oh yeah. So yeah, beer is a good thing. Beer is amazing. It actually, the more hoppier the beers you use, my chair, the more hoppier beer you drink, the less likely you are. And this, I'm not a doctor, but this is what I've kind of heard, read, that it does help out with your kidney stones. So if you drink more hoppier beers like IPAs, double IPAs, that, I can see how that could benefit those. I mean, it would be terrible to get those. So I want to knock on wood. Do I have a wood back here? Wood. Where's wood? I need wood. Damn it. I don't have any wood. Bones, do they work? Okay. Hey, Paul, what's up, man? Just tuning in. We'll watch replay later. No problem, man. No problem. Not overly informed about the style so far, right? One thing I will reiterate since you popped in. Oh, of course you can, man. There you go. Hey, yeah, thanks for asking. That's awesome. No problem with that. So, to reiterate on what I was saying, the information regarding a Belgian IPA, they're all within a specialty style. They're their own specialty. You have rye IPAs, brown IPAs, red IPAs. You got your white IPAs, which is your Belgian wit beers, which fall in the same kind of field as the Belgian IPA, which is more on the Dubel kind of field of it all, the more browner, a little more of a darker amber-like look to it. So it's all about malts, rather than the yeast is the same, Belgian yeast. You're getting that coriander, that orange, that banana, that clove. And so it does kind of fall in that Belgian range. So you could call it a Belgian IPA, just in a wheat form. So you knew that, right? Come on, Paul. Yeah, it's good though. Good stuff. So yeah, I got some shout outs there. I think I had a great show. I think this is fun. The last recipe I did was definitely different than this one. White IPA. I did white IPA before. Didn't realize I did, and I was looking at the recipe, and they're totally different. So, I think they're somewhat different. Just remember, use half and half of torrefied wheat would be better, unless you want to decoct or do a step mash. Then you can use a malted wheat. But the 50-50 blend of wheat, torrefied wheat, or flaked wheat, and Belgian Pilsner malt. You can get any pills. You just want to stay with the European Pilsner malt if you can keep it, just to keep it within that status. So, yeah. And then you can add like a little bit of stuff there, Here, I'll show you this real quick, one more time. That's my grain bill, or my grain bill, hop schedule, yeast, miscellaneous stuff, middle fruit. Paul, just wanted to show you that real quick. 10-gallon batch. So if you're freaking out about why are you adding so much hops? And you're keeping this at a 0.84 on the balance for the BUGU, which is along lines of around the American IPA range, even though that's pushing more of the 1.00 kind of BUGU range. But then you're using the Belgian wheat beer yeast. So, and you want to crack your coriander seed. You do not want to crush it. You want to keep it cracked. Bitter orange peel is already done up in the little baggies. You can buy it from any said any said company. I don't know exactly any on my list. I have none. I maybe should have got some pictures and showed you all, but yeah, just a little look-see for y'all popping in. 45 to 57 degrees, quite a range for the degrees. And then I thought that blue cheese sounded good. I might have to do a white IPA with the blue cheese next week. I'm just so burned out on white IPAs now, though. So one thing I will say is the ABV of the white IPA, it's kind of within range of an American IPA, but it's also kind of it's at the starting point sort of a Belgian wheat, I want to say. Let's find out. I'm going to look right now. So you can see how I do some research. So let's see. What was I looking for? I forgot, dude. I totally forgot. Never mind. It wasn't important. If I forget, it's not important, so never mind. I just totally not gonna even go there. Maybe it will come up. Who knows? I forgot what I was talking about. Oh my god. Never got a wrench, would happily mod. If you guys remember what I was fucking talking about, awesome. I am going to give you a high five because I'm blurry again. There we go. Woo! Interesting recipe, I must say. So the bitterness wouldn't clash with the coriander. It's a good thought. I didn't think about that. And they were saying that you don't want it to clash with the already said spices you're putting in it. Yeah, let's look at this for a moment. Let's look at this. Yeah, I could bring down everything actually. I can bring down it. I mean, I'd have to work with it, but it was definitely a good thought. A good thought to bring to mind, because that wood does present some kind of bitterness. So to tone it down, I could probably go to like 1.75 or maybe 2 ounces of Centennial. I could probably go take out the 10-minute altogether and bring up the Cascade more into just a Whirlpool and then add some dry hop in the back just for flavor. As far as bitterness goes, your main bitterness is coming from the 2.75 ounces at 60 minutes at 10% alphas. As far as my BUGU, it would have to be worked with. I'd have to see how, honestly, I think it would be more of a trial error where I look at it, I go, okay, this is what I did. Let's tone it down a bit. You know what I mean? I really like doing that, and I don't look at any beer being wasted. If it's terrible now, that's kind of hard. You'd be like, fuck, just wasted $50 there or more. But trial and error sometimes costs money, but I can see how that thanks for saying that. I appreciate you bringing that up. Dude. Appreciate. White IPAs were all the rage about 10 years ago. Don't see them. Yeah, they're the Chainbreaker. The ones I did tonight are Chainbreaker and New Belgium's Accumulation. Chainbreaker by Deschutes. New Belgium you guys can get anywhere. Deschutes, I think you can too. But yeah, it's not much. And they said to do 3/4 of an ounce or a teaspoon. 3/4 teaspoon. And I would imagine that's for a 5-gallon batch. So I could go as much as even 1.5 ounces and 1.5 ounces of bitter orange peel. And in the last 5, I didn't say that, did I? Did I say that? I never said that. It is the last 5 minutes. Yeah. You want a 5-10 minute. I do recall reading that. So researching that. So yeah, last 5-10 minutes is when you want to add this stuff. I totally forgot to put that in. But see, this is why I am so glad Middle Fro's here. This is why I love this show, though. This is why I love what I do here, is to involve you guys, to get you brewers here to talk about it, to help each other out, to help me out. I'm not a professional, I only go off of what I research, and this is part of my research, learning from you guys. So thank you so much. Yeah, white IPAs are definitely, they were big. They're obviously a specialty beer. These ones are more like the accumulation's more seasonal. Let me get this off here. The accumulation one is more seasonal. Chainbreaker actually kind of is too, but it's also a kind of a spring summer beer. It's very refreshing. So it's kind of hard to drink these in the winter when you're all cold and want to heat something, something heaty in your chest. Yeah, but they're good. It seems, I see them. I just, I wish I could see more craftier ones than your macro ones here. I would like to go to my craft beer store and pick up a white IPA, but you don't see those anymore. So I can kind of see where you're going with that. Yeah, that was good. Dude, that was a very good lesson for myself. Paul, thank you so much again. I really appreciate you helping out. So cool. We're all learning here. And if you stop learning, you might as well be dead in your casket, because I can tell you right now, nobody stops learning. Nobody is a master. Nobody is a master. Even masters don't know things sometimes. So, yeah. So anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I am going to end this and say thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate the support and you being here and your questions and your thoughts and your shouts and your saying hellos and your love. And I love it, man. You guys are great, man. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hopefully this will serve the purpose for those that want to learn about a white IPA down the line. But I'm going to go ahead and end this. We're going to go ahead and put my last call, my last video. my last little outro. Are you ready for this? Cheers.